And let's start with 4 dried mushrooms. Shiitake. You can buy them at Asian stores. You can find these items at even the largest supermarkets. Once you have them, measure out exactly 150 milliliters of water, pour it over the ingredients, and then let them sit undisturbed to soak thoroughly for about 20 minutes before you proceed to the next step. Start with 150 grams of high quality Japanese rice. Specifically, you want to use the short grain variety for the best texture. Add just a little bit of water to the bowl, and then we are going to let it soak here undisturbed for about 20 minutes. This step is really important because it allows the grains to absorb the moisture, which helps to give the rice plenty of volume and ensures it cooks up perfectly later on. Meanwhile, go ahead and cut 50 grams of sweet potato. First, slice the potato into long, even strips, and then carefully chop those strips into small, uniform cubes that are ready for cooking. Pieces. After 15 minutes have passed, go ahead and carefully let the rice drain completely in a colander. Once it is well drained, transfer the rice into your rice cooker pot and then add exactly 1 teaspoon of salt or your preferred seasoning to ensure the flavor is perfectly balanced before you start the cooking process. We are using Hijiki, which is this dark, nutrient-rich dried seaweed, along with some cubed sweet potato, and finally our shiitake mushrooms that have already been hydrated and are ready to be cooked. We are going to carefully extract all that deep umami flavor, right? This broth right here is going to be the absolute heart and soul of our onigiri, really infusing it with that savory punch it needs. Now, to take it to the next level, we add just a teaspoon of oyster sauce. I personally love using this specific brand because the quality is fantastic and it really balances everything out perfectly. Just 1 teaspoon is all you need to make a huge difference. Add a splash of dark soy sauce, also known as dark shoyu, plus a teaspoon of savory fish dashi. Once you have those in the bowl, go ahead and mix everything together until well combined. Well, it is actually quite simple. You just need to go ahead and turn the device on, and then be sure to wait a few moments for it to fully initialize. Once the rice is finished cooking, simply turn off the heat and let it sit undisturbed for about 5 minutes with the lid kept tightly closed to ensure the perfect texture. After that, carefully remove the mushrooms from the pot and slice them up into small, bite-sized pieces so they're ready to be served. Go ahead and add all your prepared ingredients into the bowl of rice, then mix everything together very thoroughly until it is well combined. Once that is ready, take a generous scoop, place it firmly into our onigiri mold, and press down to shape it perfectly. The lid on, apply light pressure, and our onigiri is ready. An onigiri full of umami.